right, man. Let's talk about Rolly and Shakur Stevenson have some back and forth after articles produced in boxing scene about Rolando Rolly Romero bashing, um, bashing Shakur Stevenson. I mean, I think it should be a felony out here for even Rolly just even to be able to be legally able to critique somebody like Shakur Stevenson. Like I said, it should be a boxing felony. That's a fucking joke. You know, people say, "Oh, he's boring. He's this, he's that." Like, Rolly is terrible, though. That's my thing about it. Like, dog, you should be trying to learn something from him. But Shakur Stevenson kind of tells the backstory of what's going on, like Marvin Gaye. So, Rolly rips Shakur Stevenson. He's the most boring fighter in the history of boxing. Like I said before, man, you know, people gonna hate, but like, you is like terrible. Let's just get that out the way. Like, you terrible. This is like Hood Rat Keisha critiquing Beyonce on her looks. Like, come on, man, that's the equivalent of that. That's hilarious to me. But then again, everybody entitled to their opinion. Everybody got their own different flavors, and everybody feel how they feel. So, like I said, I don't knock nobody for feeling how they feel, but him trying to critique somebody to me is a joke. Real talk. He has no power. Him and Tank always talking about power. Power ain't the end all be all. Muhammad Ali wasn't the biggest puncher of all time. It's nice to have. It's nice to have in your back pocket. And a lot of these fighters, the guys that claim to be power punchers, they found out real quick. I think it's more important if you can take a punch. You know what I'm saying? I think they found out real quick it's more about if you can take a punch, more than you can give it. So, I mean, I just say that. I think they find that out quick, fast, and in a hurry. But nonetheless. So, he says, I used to think that Devin Haney was the most boring fighter in the damn sport, but at least Devin Haney tries to knock people out, said Rolando to Fight Guys during a recent interview. Quote, it's just Devin Haney has inferior genetics. His genetics are beyond horrible with his sloppy legs and his weak body frame, all that stuff. But Shakur, that guy will put anybody to sleep outside the ring, not inside the ring. Now, it's funny that he mentions, Devin Haney's sloppy legs, and I told y'all that got a direct. Joseph Diaz verified that got a direct correlation to him cutting weight. Black people are naturally top heavy. The majority of us are naturally top heavy. A lot of white people and Asians are naturally more bottom heavy. And just because you got small legs, that don't mean you weak in the legs. What's that song, Weak in the Knees? It don't mean you weak down there. It's just to the simple fact that, sometimes in genetics, some of the guys with the skinniest legs I hooped against were some of the biggest, strongest jumpers out there. Oh, go on, bye, Miles, get Miles all in here. Like, oh. They were some of the, strongest guys I played against on the block or jumping and all that type of stuff. And that don't really mean nothing. But in this case, you could tell the weight cut is hurting him in the body. And I seen him doing some deadlifts in training camp too, like some videos of him doing the deadlift. When he move up, he gonna have to put that weight in his legs, man. Real talk, I'm telling y'all that. You gotta do more squats, more presses, more lunges. And I don't mean like the repetition shit. What's so crazy about high rep leg work? It's cool, but it do lower your testosterone though, or don't raise it as high as high reps and low reps. But the thing about high weight and low reps. But the thing about going high and low, going high and weight is you susceptible to injuries too. So that's the crazy thing about it. But yeah, you can tell the weight cut is hurting them in the legs. You can tell that the weight cut is hurting them in the legs, man. You can tell that. He said he's the most boring fighter in boxing history. I really feel bad for him. There's no way they can put him on pay-per-view. He can't sell a fight. So, and some people might say some validity to that. Now, in the past, he ripped Shakur Stevenson and said that You know, they said, well, Mayweather wasn't that. I'm just paraphrasing. They was like, well, Mayweather wasn't that exciting of a fighter. He was like, well, Mayweather can punch though, and I think Mayweather could punch. So I will co-sign that. Like he could punch. His hands, was brittle, whatever. But but Mayweather was born. He had a bunch of whole fests and all that. And some of Muhammad Ali fights was very mundane. Everybody just think about the high action fights that Muhammad Ali was involved in. A lot of his fights included a lot of clinching and shit too. So I mean, we can't forget that neither. A lot of his fights included a lot of clinching, a lot of hold. They weren't the most attractive fights out there as well too. But then again, I mean, if you wasn't excited, if you didn't get excited about his last fight, I don't know what else to say. He knocked the guy out. What else do y'all want from the dude? But Broly just jealous that he ain't got that. Broly just jealous because he can't box. And if he feel that way, get in the ring with Shakur Stevenson and let's see what's really good. That's all I say. Let's get in the ring and see what's really good. See, these dudes will sit here and talk all that shit and go back and forth and they'll lip box all that time, but you'll never hear motherfuckers say, well, let's get in the ring. Never. Nigga criticize Devin Haney, nigga criticize Wooty Whoop, they criticize all these different fighters, but you'll never hear, well, nigga, let's get in the ring. You don't never hear that. You don't never hear that. Especially when somebody move up in weight and boxing, they start talking cash shit. They know somebody else got another fight. They got a fight coming up. They will. But when ain't no fights and everything is clear. What's that song by Ghostface Killer with Delphonics? When all the smoke is clear, all the smoke is clear. There ain't no smoke on the floor. Motherfuckers be quiet as hell, bro. That's why I don't be respecting this new generation around the clock, bro. I don't be respecting it, dude, because they be doing a lot of sucker shit, bro. Real talk, they be doing a lot of sucker shit. Especially these boxers do. When everybody tied up or one tied up or you tied, they start talking reckless. They be started talking super duper reckless. You know what I'm saying? They be talking super duper reckless. I'm like, damn. But it's everything but let's fight. That's what it is. It's everything but let's fight. That's exactly what it is. It's everything but let's fight. Everything but let's get it on like Marvin Gaye. Pause. Real talk. They be ready to argue about everything, but let's fight. Yeah, I got a fight coming up. My mama had a leg transplant, and I can't do it. I can't do it, son. I just can't do it. That's what I'm be taking. Like, this is a sport in which you can settle your differences, no matter the weight. No matter the weight, you can get in there and settle your differences. Shit, as a man, y'all can settle. They can settle their differences as men. Get out there and settle their differences. But this is what Shakur had to say. He said he in his feelings because I kicked him out the gym not too long ago. Now I wonder why he kicked him out the gym. So I don't know. I don't know how Shakur Stevenson got the power to kick him out the gym. I don't know if he was sparring or whatever the situation may be. But and obviously, like I said, in the boxing game, you got a couple things going, man. It's like I tell y'all, it's a small. It's a small community. It's not big at all. Just like it is on YouTube, it's a very small community. All right, and a lot of these dudes, when you hear predictions and all this, a lot of them got hidden agendas. I'll just keep it like that. A lot of these dudes got hidden agendas. So you got to take, a lot of times people opinion, you got to take it for a grain of salt, or you got to actually really listen to it. You actually got to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? You actually got to listen to their opinions. And if you don't listen to their opinions, and you just going off what they say, then I don't know. But if what they saying it sound like they making sense and shit, then cool. But if it sound like some hating ass shit, a lot of these niggas, man, they be having backstories and they be hating, dog. That's when I just started for myself. I just started just had to learn the fight game. I had to learn the logistics of it, the body language of it, all that. I had to learn all that in the fight game. I used to listen to all the opponents say what they was gonna do and come fight night. I used to listen to sparring partners and come fight night, man. They get his ass whooped. They're like, damn, man, you was the man, homie. What the happened to you? You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. So I had to learn, I had to just trust my eyes and learn the fight game. That's what I had to do. But I mean, obviously, like I told y'all, it's always hidden personal agendas around this shit. Always. 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 And he not gonna tell you that. He might tell you now that he brought it up. He probably say, hey, it wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing. He was just jealous of my power. He's probably say some shit like that, but it's always hidden agendas and shit. You ever heard somebody say, well, I don't like a motherfucker? That's cool with me. That's cool. But go on and tell me why you don't like him. Harry, I just don't like that nigga, man. Like, all right, man. I can't trust nobody like that. At all. At all. At all. But let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, you want to go to want to support the channel. Cash App $sign CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, the whole nine. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Appreciate the love and support. One time for the one time. Good fella TV. Peace.